And that's what I do. I connect with energies that are not in embodied form in this reality, in this dimension. It comes onto the canvas here in a very uncontrolled process, and I begin to pull these lines out, and this image appears. And then I channel what they want to share with the group. Okay, so I'm just connecting with this energy in a different way, a slightly different way, for I know it's now about to begin speaking through me. I am not a constant. I am ever changing. I am growing just like you. You have the ability to go back into your past, to these peak moments, to tap into the energy that was there and to resurrect it within yourself, to create life anew within yourself. Oh, by the way, I just looked up Atha on the internet to see what that means. It means auspicious beginning. It was the most physical, tangible spirit experience that any of us have really ever had. Quite a morning for me, being outside my body, and things have been soaking in, and it's been quite intense. I had the distinct memory of being a man and being in a group situation, a group setting, where spirituality was being explored and discussed. And I remembered having this profound experience then, this, oh my God, I see everything exactly as it is, and that includes me. I see me for who exactly I am.
I was so enjoying you talking about how you walk as a multidimensional being. Any guidance you can have for how we can bloom that within ourselves.
I feel the most powerful tool that I can give you, the bridge to my experience, which is the one that you seem to resonate with, which makes perfect sense because you are the one who birthed me. The full realization of this multi-dimensional experience, this experience that is not limited to physicality or non-physicality. Feel, allow, breathe, open, but always moving. Is there really a choice to be individual? Does one ever really know? Are you the one that you think you are? Is it possible to know? But it is not just about traveling through the portals. It is about how portals work and how that relates to your concept of creativity and creation within your own reality. Why is there fear of love? Why do people run from that which loves them so much? Why do people close their eyes to beauty? You are feeling, you are seeing the consciousness, the collective, the unified experience in the eyes, and it is pulling you. What is being shared with you is being done so graphically, artistically, through this image that has a different way of penetrating what you have been calling your point of awareness. Through the illusion of the passage of time, through the illusion of the passing of the baton from one to another, we make our presence known today. And we are pleased to be here with you to share what we know. You do not emerge back into all that is when you leave physicality. You emerge back into a place of choice, a choice for new experience. And your choice for new experience does not always equate into what you would call a physical birth into a new reality. And it always happens Art is a portal. Art is a portal for everyone to have their own experience. So your guides, your ancestors, your loved ones, your collective consciousnesses, they are all taking this opportunity to step forward and communicate with you through this medium. Even though one being is ultimately going to step forward, and I'm going to highlight that being, the energy is there now. You don't have to wait for the face to emerge in order to have the experience. You can have that experience now, and that feels very, very important. So each time you come to my broadcast, if you know that the first 5-10 minutes are going to be me layering pastels on this canvas in this way, you can make your own intention to speak to anyone that you want to, and to receive the messages that they have for you. You see, there is always another gathering. There is always another gathering of consciousness. There is never one thing in time and space. The relationship between realities is layered, and always layered, multi-layered, multi-dimensional. Multi-dimensional is another word for multi-layered. It is layer upon layer of reality, mirroring each other. The mirror doesn't only work in this reality, the mirror works in all realities. Realities reflect other realities. Yes, you reflect within this reality, but your reality reflects another reality, and that reality reflects another reality. It is all reflection. They're always there. And what we want to do is to make you aware of this connection. And you can take what we say in a figurative sense or a literal sense. The choice is yours. But what is important to know is that when one sees their life here, your life here on the earth, and one sees it as disconnected from this wider reality, this wider state of existence, this wider consciousness, when one sees it as separate from that, one can see that this life could seem as one of victimhood. It can seem one of circumstance. It can seem as one that is out of control. For it would be easy for one to say, well, why would I have to live the life that is dependent on the motions of the larger body that is me somewhere else? And you see that only comes from the idea of separation, that you are not one with this body, that you are not, in fact, the one who is stretching in the larger yoga studio. You need to move outside of the limitation of expectation. Open it up to consider what normal means, what abnormal means, and see how the shifting perspective kind of turns all of those definitions on their head. So this is the space that I'm moving into. When I allow myself to consider anything normal, that's when I am in my most free state, and I can allow it to flow into me. Yes? We wish to remind you, wish to energetically impress upon you the fact that all intuitive experience comes from remembering that which you already are. You are called into conscious, active creatorship today. Do not hide in your spirituality. Do not hide in your multidimensionality. Do not hide in your alien self. Do not hide in your past lives, your future lives. And we are telling you that your experience in earth reality is changing, has changed, and you have a ripe opportunity in front of you to move your role as creator in this earth reality to a different dimension, to a different level, and to a different experience, which will ultimately be more fulfilling for you as a creative force on the earth. For we tell you, we see here from this viewpoint, as I stand at the threshold of the portal, it's as if I have part of me in and part of me out. We see your dream, we see all of your dreams just floating, and we see them circling like planes waiting to land at an airport, circling and circling and circling. So whatever your path in life is, whatever you feel your troubles are, whatever you feel your fears are preventing you from experiencing, the answer to your question is we are just going to love you. And there was this sense of, I can't believe I had to wait this long in my lifetime to have this moment, to have this realization. And I don't want to lose this information. I don't want to lose this feeling. I don't want to lose this thought. I'm holding on to it. I'm creating this idea, and he started to begin to live it, to breathe life into it, even though he was still in this other body. And don't you see, as long as you find yourself firmly planted within this spectrum of definition of dark and light, you will always be running from one end to the next, to somewhere in between, and soon you will get tired of running. I do not see you as beings of light. I do not see you as beings of dark. I see you as beings of love. Feel the gravitational pull within you, to which all expressions come to a place of knowing this is who I am. Being forced to, because of the situation there, because everything was so dire. Everything was so dire. The only place you could go was within. You are all parts of a single snowflake, which is this plan, which is this blueprint of possibilities. But you experience all parts of it in a limited way. You experience it through time, because that is your chosen experience. And as you enter into it, because there is only so much time for a single point of awareness, you will have a limited experience from that point of awareness. But you are all points of awareness on this design, on this snowflake, on this pattern, within this crystallized coating. You are all parts of it. And when you realize this is what it is to be free. This helps you to realize and embody the idea, the truth from this perspective of free will within this life. And this is why you will never have a psychic who can definitively tell you what your life will be. Because when psychics tell you a definitive answer, the only way that they can be definitive is if they narrow their focus to a single timeline, to a single potential of yourself. And so many are very sensitive and very accurate within their viewpoint, within their vision of one timeline. But most do not understand that you have the ability to move through your point of awareness. You cannot be limited in that way. So the only true answer to any question is that it is all possible. And how you experience it, in what time you experience it, is completely up to you. How you move through your plan, how you move through your diagram, through your choices that you make. And then once you are done, once you have entered and once you have left through the birth point and the death point, you then have the ability to come back in and do it again and make different choices until you have all of these lines are completely darkened. No option has been left unlived through the point of awareness. Or you may not. That is up to your choice. You may choose a completely different snowflake, a different plan. And the birthing process is happening continually.
Yes.
It is happening continually. New worlds and new realities within realities are birthing continually from the desire which is here, which is in each of you. There's this being peeking through, just revealing themselves one bit at a time. Follow the heartbeat. Follow the heartbeat. May love be your peace, and peace be your love, and all that is be your choice.